play Fortress mode, we are going to play some adventures of the great and wonderful Garment Pantsquest. And her horse. Boo Horse Legend. Garment's Pantsquest, for those of you who are unaware, is a demigod adventurer who's currently thirsty. A demigod adventurer who has a horse named Boo. Now, Boo is a perfectly normal horse, aside from the fact that Boo is currently injured. Boo is a great and wonderful horse, and Boo has stolen like 80 kills from me. Now, because the music is playing, it's time for me to begin a performance. I'm actually going to perform some music right now. Outside at night, nobody can hear me, everybody's sleeping. I'm going to perform the only song I know, which is the Mellow Sweetness, which is a devotional form of music originating in the Brave Empire. The form guides musicians during improvised performances, and the music is played on 2 or 3 akas or kambi. I'm going to try and perform this if I have enough people. So I'm now performing. You begin the improvised music. The mellow you enter. The mellow sweetness, sorry. You enter the theme of a series of variations to the theme, and you make a mockery of the Akath with a shameworthy performance. Well, good thing nobody can hear me then. I'm outside playing air guitar. Spanish omelet technique was the name of your high school garage alt mariachi. The Spanish omelet technique is my new psych synth project. Boo is like 500,000 in body size. It doesn't matter. It's hysterical. Boo has single-handedly killed an entire army of bandits. So for me, this particular adventure is going to go until Boo dies, and then I will retire from adventuring because I will probably die immediately when Boo dies. So this is me. I am this human in the middle. Like I said, I'm thirsty. I don't currently have anything I can drink, so I need to make a fire and melt my water. But we're in a small human town, and we're gonna wander around and go on adventures for like an hour or 2. Once we're done with going around on adventures for a little bit, we're then going to continue playing Fortress mode with that bizarre contraption I have. What is that? So when we started, yeah, it's the child, right? When we started in this particular adventure, we very quickly learned that there were bandits in town, and so I killed them, naturally. Then I followed them to their camp, and my horse killed them. Then I followed them to the local camp, and my horse killed all of them. So we've killed the bandits, which is, I guess great. They've been routed, their camp is deserted, and my horse took every single one of the kills. Because if I look at my own description, somehow I managed to just open up the GeForce experience. Because if I look at my description, right here, you'll see that I am horrified after seeing lots of people die, including Strusslot, Hay Blockade, who was the leader of that bandit group. I have no kills. If I hit K, it doesn't give me any kills. So, but I am a novice spearman, so we have gotten some good, training down. Single hoofingly? Yeah, there you go. So, like I said, I'm going to see if I can find any alcohol around here, just because it doesn't melt, or it doesn't freeze, rather, and we are in winter, or early spring. But if I can't, that's fine. That is going to end up being my goal, though. This is a big old river. I am the horse's manager, yes. And I've been going around spreading rumors about all of the violent acts that my horse has committed. So if I fast travel, we can see the other things that are in this little area that we can travel around. It doesn't let me fast travel through this, but it does let me run up alongside of this road. I wonder what this is. There's another structure up here. It tells you. Oh, is this just farms? It may just be fields. Yeah, I think it's just fields. All right, let's jump back up. The horse is carrying? Oh, absolutely. No, I would probably be dead if it wasn't for this horse. The adventures of Boo Horse Legend and the Loyal Padawan, yes. I like how I can drink my own tears. That's never gonna get old. Trying to remember the hotkey combination to interact with the well. Boo Horse Legend is a horse of legend. I think Boo Horse Legend actually has a proper title now, too. Which, I don't know if I can actually look at that. Also, Boo is hauling coins for me. Is it operate? Is it O? Nope. Capital O? Nope. Is it capital E? Nope. It's not Q. That's quests. This was the bandit group that I murdered. But my plan is I want to head west, or not west. I want to head south. I want to head all the way to the bottom of the map. Key bindings. Interact. I always think it's... Oh, it's you. There it is. Lower the bucket. Raise the bucket. It's mildly annoying that it's full of ice still. All right, well, in that case, I will just simply make a campfire. Make a campfire. It's underneath Boo. Don't stand on the fire, Boo. That seems like a bad idea. Now I need to find my water skin, which is T. Sorry, what? Boo, why are you standing on the fire? Heat ice near fire. You heat ice. Okay, well, I can drink the water now. I guess that's good. Boo, are you on fire? Okay, no, then why is there smoke coming off of you, Boo? Boo must be cold, yeah. Make toesies tingle? Clearly. The Duke of Hoofington? Yeah. So that's gonna be my quest today. We're gonna head east. Just see what we stumble upon. See what we find. Maybe go find some dwarves. It's too cold here currently, so we're just going to head east. Duke of Hoofington. Although I can speak with Boo. I'm gonna greet Boo. I'm gonna say, Boo, it's good to have a friend like you. Chat, what should we ask Boo? Not that it does anything. I could tell them about rumors. I could ask about troubles. I could ask for directions even. Not that Boo will respond, because Boo is a horse, after all. I could tell Boo a joke. I could tell Boo a story about the thing that Boo did. Ask Boo for directions to... I mean, I could do that. Also, that actually tells me their full name, which is Boo Horse Legend the Cardinal. Tell me where I can find you. Ask how Boo is feeling. And then I'm going to make a flattering remark. I'm just kind of curious as to what they're going to say about a horse. You are amazing. Okay. They should add "you are breathtaking" into this just for unrelated. I like how Boo is impatient. I just state this. I'm going to speak with my god. I'm going to bypass the greeting of my god. I'm going to inquire about troubles. Because talking at your god makes you happy, even though it doesn't actually do anything. I'm going to comment on the weather because it's freezing cold. And I'm going to ask for directions to, I don't know, something random. Tell me the way to the Heart of Glimmering. And we're going to say goodbye. I'm going to get snow. I don't know. Can I melt snow? I've never actually tried. I'm going to put the snow into my backpack. All right. And then we're going to fast travel. We are heading south. So they talked yesterday in that post about demigod characters being able to speak with their parent, which is really interesting, and having demigod characters as like a tutorial character, because we're playing a demigod right now. We are a demigod, but in this version of the game, demigods are just characters with more starting points. Like you just get a lot more points to distribute amongst your stats, basically. So you can have better starting stats. And that makes me really, really curious to know what that's actually going to end up being like in practice in gameplay, because that is a really intriguing concept. Let's see if this river is frozen or not. You've discovered a river. It's just north of me. Yep, we have found a river. Means I can go stand right here, and I can drink the water that's in the thing. I'm going to fill the water skin with water. There we go. And I'm going to eat. Oh yeah. Also, I have a Pantsquest, my hamster, who's on my head currently. Just for reference, I like the fact that it gives me the. So if I tell him to eat if I tell my character to eat the hamster, I'm just gonna lick it, right? Is it bad that I'm tempted to try that? Has the snow melted? Well, I drank water, so I assume. Is there water in my backpack? Yes, it did in fact melt, and I drank it. All right, well, let's jump back up onto the overworld, and we're gonna head south until we find a town or something. Because I'm currently moving into the great unknown, places that I have never been before. We are passing some elven settlements on the left. There's another one right there that we're getting closer to. This is a bigger elven settlement right here. We could stop and speak with the elves, but I think we're gonna just head further south. What's our noble goal for today? I just want to head south and find things. Maybe talk to some people, inquire about local troubles. Discover places I haven't seen before in this world. You wonder about spheres and communing if they spoke back. Chad, I have a question. What has you... So I didn't really get the chance to read the full post in detail until after the stream from yesterday from Kid Fox. What are you guys the most intrigued by out of that post? Is it like the adventure mode stuff, or is it like... Yeah, what are you guys the most interested in? Because for me, the thing that I'm easily the most interested in... Where is this river? Is supposed... Oh, I see. It's underneath me and it's frozen. Which is ice again. Hey, that's annoying. All right, fine. I'm gonna make a campfire. Because I'm extremely interested in those temple changes that they were talking about. Like, extremely interested. I'm gonna eat my sweet bread, and I'm going to heat up my water skin. Yes. And I'm going to drink my water. And then we are going to sleep. Actually, first, I'm going to speak with my deity. I'm going to greet the deity. And I'm going to inquire about troubles. And then I'm going to say goodbye. And then I'm going to go over to Garment Pantsquest around the smoky fire. Or I'm going to take Garment Pantsquest, I'm going to go up to Boo. And I'm going to hit X. And I'm going to go to Natural Ability, and I'm going to pet the animal. I pet Boo. Well, I mean, if they're using it as a tutorial, right? What's up, Dogma? If they're using it as a tutorial, then I'm assuming the deity will talk back. But I want to know how much of a tutorial it's going to be. Like, is playing as a demigod and having a god that actively is speaking back at you, is it literally just going to be like, here's tutorial message? Or are they going to do more with it? Because I guess that's what I'm curious to see. Also, we are kind of close-ish to a necromancer tower. East-northeast. Up here. So let's try sleeping. See what goes wrong. Ah. Not a necromancer tower. But we are getting ambushed by dingoes. New soundtrack is what you're the most excited for, Clino? Although, Clino, I feel like you may know things. You're just happy it's proceeding. Yeah, I mean, I maintain what I said in the video that I put up this morning. I am looking forward to the era of the game is feature complete again, and that's about it. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 dingoes. That would be really interesting. What's your advice, Oozle? Oozle, who's got a muck? You should go jump into a muddy pond and roll. Be one with the muck. Magic, it really does seem like they'll be trying for procedural magic. Yeah, getting early procedural, because like kind of what I'm assuming that post was from yesterday, is it seems like they are trying to outline everything they hope to get done this year. What's the green flashing icons? So the green flashing icons up there, this is indicating the direction that they are moving. Right? So we're in combat right now, right? I'm currently hungry, thirsty. I'm on the ground. I'm currently stunned because I only just woke up, so my speed is really low. And these are dingoes that are actively moving this way. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I mean, adventure mode is extremely aimless. So I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to draw my weapons. And then these red icons are indicating that my horse is in active combat with this thing, right? So if I actually hit A, we can see that the dingo misses Boo, and the dingo attacks Boo, but Boo jumps away. So Boo and this dingo are in active combat. These dingoes are moving towards them, and this dingo, I'm not sure why it's stunned, but it's stunned. I think Kenshi is a lot more directed than Dwarf Fortress adventure mode. The dingoes better not eat the hamster. I'm sure Panster is totally fine. Oh, I see. So this dingo in front of me is the one that attacked Boo. So combat may have actually happened before I woke up. I wonder where you land when you play Ant-Man and jump into a quantum stockpile. Some marvelous references you've got there. So now we can begin combat. I can strike. I'm going to strike this dingo in the neck. I'm actually going to strike it with my shield. So Boo is fighting with this dingo, and I'm fighting with this dingo. Boo kicks the dingo in the upper body with the right rear hoof, bruising the muscle and bruising the right lung. And I strike the dingo in the neck with my iron shield, bruising the muscle and bruising the spine's bone. Yeah, it always sounds kind of mean to say that a game just isn't for somebody, but I'm kind of with Martin. You wish spit was a natural ability in Kenshi? It's probably a mod. You know, ironically, I don't think I've actually spit yet. I don't think I've ever used the spit ability, aside from like spitting on the ground during combat. I've never spit on anybody. I'm gonna hit this dingo in the lower body. I'm gonna stab it. Boo kicks the dingo in the third front foot, shattering the nail. Ooh. So Boo's doing work. And I'm now surrounded. The dingo misses you. I'm just gonna bump attack. Okay, so I attacked the dingo, but it jumped away. The dingo bites you in the right lower arm, but the attack was deflected by the copper right gauntlet. The dingo scratches you in the head, but the attack was deflected by the bronze helm, but the force does bend the neck. Did I just gain injuries? No, so we are okay currently. I'm just gonna bump attack. So I've got a dingo hanging onto my arm. Where's Boo? Boo is just north of me. I'm still stunned, which is the problem. I'm now bleeding from my right upper arm. Because Boo kicks a dingo in the right front leg from behind with his left front hoof, bruising the bone. You attack the dingo, but she jumps away. The thin dingo bites you in the right upper arm, tearing the skin through the leather armor. Ow. But it's just bleeding, so it's not that bad. It's just a bite. You have a friend at work who says you love watching people play DF, but would never play because you can't focus that hard on anything? Yeah, no, I get that. Kind of want to just back up. Okay, well, at least I'm not bleeding anymore. I really need to... Where's the nearest one to me? I need to get through this stun because Boo's okay, I think. Yeah, Boo just killed one. Okay, never mind. Boo's actually not in the greatest space. The problem is I'm stunned, right? I am no longer stunned. There we go. Boo's getting bit. There's a thin dingo right next to me in the smoke. I can hit it in the rear leg. I'm just going to stab it. You stab the dingo in the right rear leg with your copper spear, tearing the muscle and bruising the bone. The artery has been opened by the attack. I need to get up to Boo, and I need to get onto Boo, and then we need to ride away, is what I need to do. I'm going to jump this way. Boo is running. Okay, so that checks. That tracks, rather. I'm going to set to a sprint. And I'm chasing Boo. I'm also going to turn on tracking so I can follow Boo. Because I can now see the direction that Boo's heading, and I can see Boo's tracks on the ground, which are those black things. Okay, I'm getting attacked again. All right, well, I have to hope Boo comes back. You stab the muscular dingo in the lower body, tearing apart the right kidney. You strike the dingo in the lower body with your iron shield, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. The muscular dingo bites you in the upper arm, bruising the muscle through the wolf leather armor. The dingo bites you in the right upper leg. Ugh, I'm bleeding again. I don't know. This might be the end. I hope it's not. I'm gonna real quick eat some sweetbread. Just gonna grab a bite, you know. Maintains possession of the spear. Jump away. I'm going to dodge west. Still tracking it. That blinking thing is Boo's tracks. Right there. My lower body is thirsty. No, I'm thirsty. Those are two unrelated things. Well, I mean, I guess technically my lower body is thirsty, but no, I'm just thirsty. So Boo headed left. Dingo missed me. Gonna dodge west. Bump attack, but the shot was blocked. I blocked a shot. Stab the dingo in the tail with my spear, tearing apart the muscle. I'm going to jump. Okay, never mind. I don't want to jump down. Stab the dingo in the right front paw with your copper spear, tearing the muscle. Dingo attacks you, but they jump away. I'm backing up, but also fighting. Stab the dingo in the tail with your copper spear, tearing apart the muscle. An artery has been opened by the attack, which is good. So I can actually see them on the upper level up here. I know that they are up here. And I can also hit L and move up one to just see where they are. See what direction they're attacking. So currently, I'm trying to throw the hamster at them as a distraction. I'm trying to follow my horse and not die. All right, chat. Start the counter of how many people have asked if adventure mode is out. Or stated that adventure mode is out. Counter's up at 1. Let's see how many it ends up at by the end of the stream. Or at least this portion of the stream. Okay, so... That's my companion's tracks. Let's go back to sprinting. Which I can only do for so long. Was my companions. Don't die on me, boo. Oh. Is that mine? Oh, there's Boo. Found Boo. How are you doing, Boo? Boo's a little rough for wear. His left ear's broken. His left rear hoof is fractured, and his left rear hoof is torn open. He's covered in marks of old wounds, but not dead. Oh, hi, Street Boo. All right, I am going to mount Boo. And we are going to walk this way until I can fast travel out of here. There we go. We escaped the wrath of the great dingo. I'm still so there's a necromancer tower like right here. That's way too close. Still riding my horsey. And turn off tracks. Okay, so most of my wounds have healed up. If I look, my upper arm bears a short curving scar, and my right upper leg bears a tiny curving scar, and my eyes are still there. That's good. How about Boo? Boo could be better. The counter is now at 2. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought this was a goblin pit. No, this is just a beach. Can you harvest the vanquished? Sure. Assuming it's within your hero's ethics. So, like, as an example, if my horse dies, I could absolutely kill my horse. Speaking of Boo, hey Boo, come on, beat the crap out of this, this horseshoe crab. Horseshoe crab has been struck down. Well done, Boo. I will now dismount. I will put away my stuff. I will pull out my... Ooh, I need a new coat. My coat's about to fall apart. Where did my knife go? There it is. Apricot carving knife. I will put a butcher, horseshoe crab corpse, using the apricot wood carving knife. You butcher the crab, we get crab meat, and I'm now going to eat the crab meat. I'm also going to make a campfire, and I'm going to heat my ice, and I'm going to drink the water. And then I'm going to get back onto my horse. And Boo stands up. We're gonna move away from the water. Are they bugged in crafting? Not that I know of. Sounds like you just have a good crafter? Why is that abnormal that they're turning out masterworks? Elves are immortals, so who knows? It's likely he's just a talented crafter. Okay, so I'm going to wait until dawn. Sleep until dawn. Sun is rising. Can move now. As we continue to explore off into the unknown. Abnormal because their skill is dabbling? Well, maybe. I don't know. I've never had that weird issue, so I don't think so. I've had plenty of crafts elves in my forts over the last year and a bit, and I've never run into issues. So I don't know. How do you know that they're dabbling? And more accurately, how do you know they're not lying? So there's a point of interest right here that's moving. That could be something friendly. That could be a monster that wants to kill me. It could be an army. I'm gonna save. How do you pick up objects in this mode? G, I think. Get. I will also say, if you're playing adventure mode in Classic with a tile set, save often. There is no auto-saving, and the vast majority of crashes in this version of the game are caused by tile sets. Why are we calling me that now? Nameless, what's up? No, I don't know then. I mean, maybe, but I haven't encountered that, so. Let's stop here and see what this is. I am, of course, riding my ponies, so. Hello. A skinny elf bard. Oh, it's a traveling bard. I'm going to greet the listener. He's moving pretty quick, so we'll have to follow him as we speak. And I say, hello, my name is Garment Pantsquest. This servant of strength greets you. And the elf says, hello, human. I am, I'm not going to say Emina. I am Emina Drink Die. Praise nature. I'm going to ask the listener why they were traveling. Traveling. I'm going to Twilight Cloud in search of work. Oh yeah, I claim the place as mine so I can ask people to join me with their services. I'm going to summarize the conflict in which Strusslot Hay Blockade was slain by my horse. And follow them a little bit. And I say, Strusslot Hay Blockade was slain by Boo Horse Legend, the Cardinal, in Torchscolds. And the elf says, oh wow, they've heard this story. Strusslot says, Hay Blockade bled to death. It was inevitable. That's interesting. This character has heard the story already, and I haven't told that many people this story. I could ask for directions to where they're headed. Can you tell me the way to Torchscolds? And the elf says, it's far to the east. You receive a detailed description. In the mid-spring, the human Orshrew was struck down by the horse Boo Horse Legend in Torchscolds. Oh, interesting. So they're headed somewhere that I came from in search of work, and also mentioned that my horse killed somebody there, then they've heard of this. I wonder if me killing those bandits at the start, because I'm pretty sure Torch Gold is the town that we started in. I wonder if people are traveling there specifically because of the legends of my horse are spreading. Next, they're going to ask me to sign their tits. Also, my horse panicked and I sprinted a bunch this way. Horse is still panicking. I'm not sure why. So I have no control over where the horse is going right now. The horse is just running. Okay, now I do. Let's follow this bard again. I think if you're better at riding, then it's harder, or it's easier to stop your horse from panicking. Drink the last of my water. Inquire about the listener's profession. You look like a mighty warrior indeed. I say, and the elf says, I am a bard. I'm not a very smart one, am I? I'm gonna inquire about troubles. Well, let's see. We've got bandits, criminals, bandits, skulking vermin, and bone-chilling horror, and a missing treasure. Let's ask about... Oh, beasts, bandits, I see. Let's ask about the beast. Mastering the forces of nature would glorify us in the eyes of the world. Waxwood submerged gred, the ivy hill of blockading. Seek this place if you hunt the waxy lobster of lilacs, the hill titan. That sounds like something that would kill me, but I'll ask for directions to it. Dude's walking too quickly. Come back. Ask for directions. That's what I want. So he gives me descriptions of how to find that Titan. I'm gonna unpin this, which I should be able to find. Snith, thank you very much for gifting a 5-pack of subs. Is that the first gift subs today? Okay, it's the first pack of subs. Appreciate you, man. Chat room, can I get a big round of beers for that 5-pack of gift subs? Thank you. Oh, wow. They're not joking that it's real far. That is very far. I'm not going there. Anyway, I will say goodbye. I say goodbye too. Thanks for watching Adventure Mode. Cheers, mate. And thanks for helping keep this channel funded. January is the slowest month of the year, or one of the slowest months of the year for money in general in this industry, so thank you. Just gotta wait 30 seconds. We are in an ad break currently, so I don't want to do anything particularly interesting during that period. So I need to find a new leather coat, or just a new coat in general. I'm gonna put my knife away as well. I'm gonna put it back into my backpack. Or rather, I need new armor, I guess. Yeah, because I'm wearing this coat that's like about to fall apart. Who never played Classic. So I'm assuming you've played Fortress mode, right? You know those bards and monster slayers and random dudes that show up and try and steal your stuff? Those are adventurers. You play as one of those. It's not an open world life sim. It's not Stardew Valley. It's not a open world survival crafting game. I mean, you have to eat and drink, and there is some very basic crafting. You can make an axe to chop down trees and sharpen rocks to carve stuff. But there's like 3 crafting recipes. At least in this version. I assume as time goes on that will evolve and change. But this is the world. And you travel around the entire generated world as one of those weird individuals going from place to place, asking people where you can find titans, dragons, and monsters to slay, asking people for bandits and kobolds, and that you can go punch and beat up, or any of your modded races or whatever. You can write songs. You can have mounts and train animals. You could be a bard and be very weak and carefully travel from place to place, dodging fights, and then write songs and teach other people those songs, write those songs down, and then leave them around in libraries. And then when you play Fortress mode, you'll see people performing those songs potentially because you wrote. That's like a pretty notable thing that you can do. You can, through various means, cause the toppling of civilizations. You could, go, if you say discover a bunch of names in Fortress mode that are associated with groups that are trying to steal your stuff, you could go track those people down in adventure mode and stab them to death, and then they'll stop stealing your stuff in Fortress mode. Stuff like that. That's what adventure mode is. It is an extension of the Fortress mode sandbox, but from a completely different perspective. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna pause and eat. And also, I was going for this river so that I could fill my water. So first off, I'm going to eat some of that sweetbread. I go over here and I'm gonna fill my water skin up from the water. So that kind of, in quick terms, is what adventure mode is. It is a completely aimless, massive sandbox that you can do kind of whatever you want in within reason. And just like everything else in Dwarf Fortress, it's constantly being expanded. Like right now, I'm walking past an elven an elven site, right? We ran into a random traveling bard who's heard of me because my horse has killed basically an entire bandit gang by itself. And that is a hugely dense elven city. Holy shit. Those are all like populated locations. Game may lag incredibly badly if I walk in there. I'm just gonna save, and then we're gonna jump in there and take a peek. Basically, like, probably the most common use for adventure mode for people, at least for me in the past, was always, I'm gonna go explore an area and find a spot that I would like to put a fortress, and then settle the fortress there. Another thing that you could do, like, if you retire a fortress and reclaim it, right now your items are scattered everywhere, right? Like, it makes things difficult to reclaim a fortress. However, if you make a fortress, retire it, the second you make it, you could make a fortress, let's just say, retire it immediately, before you even start building, then make an adventurer with, let's just say, 2 humans, 3 goblins, a dwarf, and a Gorlak. Okay, that's your weird gaggly band of adventurers. And you start on the other side of the world with the goal of getting to that fortress site that you started, right? And you trek that band of adventurers all the way across the world to that new fortress location. And in-game, that would take you, let's just say, 5 weeks. Okay? That's actually a pretty long period of time. I think we've spent maybe 4 days in-game at the point of talking in this particular adventure. You go on adventures, you kill a bunch of dingoes on the way, you try and keep all your friends sane and alive, you play a little bit of, you have some struggles, and by the time you arrive, maybe some more dwarves are showing up at that spot, but it's still just a camp because I haven't started building yet. And then you find the expedition leader from that party of 7 that you embarked with, and you ask permission to stay. And then you retire those adventurers there, and then you reclaim that fortress. Those adventurers would all be there. And they'd be like any other visitor, right? Like any other visitor that you say, yes, you can stay here. After roughly a year, they'll ask for permanent residency. So it's a way to get some interesting founding characters in your fortress. And then let's just say you play that fortress for, I don't know, 15 years in game, right? 2 of your adventurers have died, but most of them are still alive in the fortress. And let's just say that they're all higher level citizens. You're tired of playing that fortress now and you want to do something else. You know what you can do? You could retire that fortress and then reclaim those adventurers and then walk those adventurers out and continue your adventuring. You know, like that's the kind of things you can do. You can gear your adventurers up at your fortress and then keep playing. You could also, let's say, make a fortress that's very evil, just for sake of interestingness, and then you have a king that you really hate. But you don't want to just, like, you know, smash him with a drawbridge or something dumb. So you retire the fortress, with the king in it. You start an adventurer party in the same faction elsewhere, adventure to your fortress, and assassinate the king. And then you could retire the adventurer in that fortress if you didn't get caught, and then reclaim it. Stuff like, you know, things like that. Like that's the sort of stuff you can do in adventure mode, right? I think at some point in the far-flung future, there is a chance that, you know, maybe we'll be able to build a little town and, like, just run a tavern. But right now, it's not, there isn't a lot of non-combat options in adventure mode. It's a lot more, like, the closest thing I would say to non-combat options in adventure mode are, like, I don't know if this, oh, it's sweet, it's not lagging. The closest things to non-combat options in adventure mode right now, in my experience, is, like, excuse me, is like being a bard, which is essentially just you hit X on the keyboard, you go to compose, and then I can write a poem. I can't write because I have nothing to write on. So I could write a poem. I don't have much skill in this, but I could write a poem. I can't write songs because I don't have any singing ability, but I could write a poem. So that sort of thing. This particular adventure is mostly just a warrior. So there is a statue up here. Maybe you want to curse a fortress of yours, right? To be destroyed. That you've been playing for a while. You could go be an adventurer and go punch statues around in random temples until you get cursed with were creature. Until you get a were creature curse, right? And then you run to your fortress and use your powers to their full extent. Or maybe you are really tired of this goblin faction that's screwing around with you. So you make an adventurer, and or rather, you're tired of a goblin faction that's been screwing around with you, and you've found a slab with the name of a demon on it. And you know that that demon is running that goblin faction. And then you make an adventurer in that fortress, and you go read the name of the demon. You learn the name of the demon. And then you grab an axe and a couple party members and a horse, maybe an elephant, and walk into that goblin city. And you start massacring those goblins. And you fight through the entire army. And then you find the spire, the tower that the demon overlord lives in. And you fight your way up through that demon tower. You find the demon, the legendary beast, at the top floor. And you tell him his name. And now that demon is indebted to you. And you have an extraordinarily overpowered companion. I didn't mean for Kogan-san to be playing right now, but that's oddly fitting. So yeah, that's... Adventure mode is like it's a self-directed roleplay sandbox. Just me babbling about adventure mode cell stars. Anyway, so this is a statue. On the item is an image of Taviti, Boggy Masons, the elf in Ginkgo. The elf is laboring. The artwork relates to the creation of the Rosy Wave. The Rosy Wave. My favorite synthwave subgenre. In Flickery Foons. No, it's not Flicker Typhoons. It's Flicker Typhoons. But Flicker Tycoon is my least favorite thing. So. And, like, if you read the post that they put up yesterday or watch my video on it, they're very honest, and I think that's really good, because adventure mode does, in fact, have a lot of problems. Like, it really does. It is far from perfect. In many ways, it's kind of a mess. However, if you have some tolerance for jank, it's a really powerful, interesting sandbox, because it gives you direct control over a single character with all of the mechanics from Fortress mode, more or less. And it also makes things like why Dwarf Fortress lags when you have 200 people in a room make a little bit more sense. Because what's happening behind the scenes is they are all talking in real time. Like, hopefully I can find a bunch of elves here in a moment. Let's just go right underneath this tree, because this is where a good chunk of them are going to be. I'm just looking up. So it's kind of hard to find elves, because they hide in trees. Oh, they're probably. Oh, they're definitely in that map. Look at the size of this goddamn tree. I guarantee you they're in this tree. Yeah, okay. So this is a named tree. This is Breach Roared, the smooth pear tree, or the pear tree. So I guarantee they are in this tree. I'm not gonna climb it, but I'm gonna stand underneath it and look up. Yeah, this is an elven settlement. Look at that. Oh, there's one, I think. Oops, I hit question mark. Yeah. It's a bismuth bronze battle axe. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It menaces with spikes of cave spider silk. There's an artifact here. The creator of execution of bismuth bronze battle axe. You know, I said I wasn't gonna climb this tree, but maybe I'm gonna climb this tree. I don't see anybody in it. I was kind of expecting there to be things in this tree. Not just items. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna figure out how to climb a tree. Be a shame if someone were to set fire to it. The funny thing is, see that option? Ignite. I could just set fire to it. But I want to get that X. No. I want to climb up. It's hard to climb around in it because it's too dense. Oh, I'm still sprinting. I shouldn't be sprinting. Okay. Hold on a second. My horse is in the tree, chat. Wait, can I just walk into it? Oh, wow, I can. All right, let's just... Can I climb up? Climb up. Climb up. Climb up. Climb up. There it is. All right. So now I have this axe. I don't know how to use an axe. But maybe we should learn, because this is better than my spear. I mean, it can be used for chopping down trees. I mean, it's bismuth bronze, which is better than my copper spear. You know, I really don't want to chop down this tree, chat room. I'm gonna be honest. But somebody gifts 5 subs, I will try to chop down this tree. There we go. Or I'll just set it on fire. Oopsies. Oops. No, I gotta go one further down. Sweet, free axe. They're just big up-down staircases above ground. Pretty much. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Hold on. Let me just hop back onto my horsey. Although I'm going to go to natural ability, pet animal. Or pet Boo. Thanks, Boo. And just a little bit north. Oh, there's an elf. Few elves, even. Bulging eyes elf. Splayed ears elf bone doctor. A great listener. Say, greetings, my name's Garment's Pantsquest. This is the servant of strength greets you. And the elf says, hello, human. I am Marofa. I'm going to inquire about troubles. Got beasts and a missing treasure. Do tell about beasts. Vanquishing a great beast. The vile fiend... wait, what? Smith confused is in the savage horn. Seek this place if you hunt nor the intense the rock. The vile fiend has killed 22 in its lust for murder. They do not know where it is, but all right. Oh. I feel like dwarves are probably the most in that regard, Blundermouth. And carrying the wood to fortresses for beds. The thing is, you probably could do that. I'm actually going to go back and try and chop down that tree. Inquire about any troubles. Let's ask about the treasure. Claro Blacelet wants that returned. I last heard it was held by the dwarf Snang's sign merge. Oh, that's probably for the best. I will change the subject and say goodbye. Then I'm going to walk over here. Stand underneath this giant tree. So, I can, in fact, fell it. Fell pear tree. You got grabbed by a rock and were dropped from 20 Z levels above? Oh, boy. I mean, what could go wrong? You cannot fell the trees here. I guess I would need to kill everything and claim the place. Sag. Well, let me ask this question then. Fire didn't burn too much. Let's try this. I have seen fires spread before, but they tend to just kind of go out. Doesn't appear to be burning much. Game's smarter than me. Typical human behavior. Well, I mean, I did get a free axe from them. All right, well, let's keep heading south. We are currently underneath a cloud, so view isn't as good. JJ over in the YouTube chat has gifted 5 memberships. So, Bestered, Bob, Characters I Can't Read, All Mind Control, Robert, and Kunotron, if you are currently lurking in the YouTube chat, who claim your YouTube memberships. Parn is a secret friend of nature. As a real-life friend of nature, I respect this. Maybe not so much friend, but fan? Stuck on a beach. Son of a beach. I'm hungry and thirsty. So many elves. Seems like the elves have populated this entire area. Drop down next to this creek. Oh. Well, that's slightly vexing. They use their bridges. I head slightly further down this way. Healing. There's a necromancer tower southwest of here. There we go. Discovered a river. Water is not frozen here. There we go. I'm actually going to need to do some hunting pretty soon because I am running out of food. I eat some sweetbread. And I drink the water. Boo can take it. Bet. I'm currently mostly just looking for points of interest and smaller threats. Ooh! Well, I'm currently drowsy, but we've discovered a lair, which means I need to sleep. Because, in case you guys missed it, we didn't make it all the way through the night last time. I'm going to move up this way, and then we're going to go explore that lair. That could be some random giant creature. It could be a death monster. But first, I'm noticing there's some monkeys over here, which I read that as dinner. I'm going to stab the Greylanger in the foot with my axe. You hack the Greylanger in the right foot, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Boo kicks the Greylanger in the right front leg. In the left front leg. So I hit it in the right rear foot, and Boo kicks it in the leg. The Greylanger looks surprised by the ferocity of the attack, of Boo's onslaught specifically, not mine. I removed a leg, but it's surprised by the horse. The Boo kicks the Greylanger in the lower body from behind with the right hoof, bruising the muscle and bruising the spleen. I'm going to go for lethal on the creature. I'm going to hit it in the upper body, and I'm going to hack it with my axe. It's very surprised. I hack it in the body from behind, tearing apart the muscle. Boo kicks it again. Boo kicks it in the left cheek. I'm going to hit the Greylanger in the left front leg. I'm going to hack it with my axe, and it is bled to death. Excellent. I'm going to dismount. We're now fighting with the rest of them, apparently. Get him, boozies! I thought I dismounted. Dismount. There you go. If you want to just go horribly murder all of those, that's fine. I only need to kill the one. I'm going to grab my knife. I'm going to butcher the Greylanger. And then I'm going to get the 8 Greylanger meat and put the Greylanger meat into my backpack. And then I'm going to mount Boo. We're just going to head a little bit this way. By a little bit this way, I mean like 2 tiles this way. And we're going to park. And I'm going to... Okay, so it's currently the 20... We've been playing this adventure for 25 days, by the way. We are going to sleep. We wake up. I am going to... eat the Greylanger meat. And move 1 tile north. I'm going to drink the water. And drink the water again because I was really thirsty. Rather than using the water from my water skin. It is dawn, that's why the bar at the top is red. I'm going to move slightly over. And then this is a lair that we discovered just by walking by. So there's something lives here. Stingray, thank you very much for the brand new Prime subscription. Greatly appreciated. Means a lot. Thank you very much for helping keep this channel funded. Can you cook the meats? You don't need to, and I don't think you can. I could be wrong. So I've now dropped down right next to a lair. So now we need to figure out where the lair is. It claims it's northeast. I'm going to move slightly north. It's like kind of diagonal. Exclamation point there. There's something around, probably a bird. So it says it's north. Okay, so you see this blank tile right here? That's probably the lair. Now, remember, I have no idea what's in here, but what we are seeing is we're seeing a bunch of exclamation points, which means there's a lot of noise in here. Wish me luck, chat. Can I get a round of beers for good luck? For both me and the horse. Boo is running away. Something startled Boo, and Boo decided to leave. Boo! God damn it. Boo, can I, please, Boo? Boo. Can we please turn around? You know when the horse is just scared and just decides to leave? Probably the right decision. But I didn't even get to see what it was. Damn it, Boo. Boo, please. All right. Let's try this again. This is where the entrance to the cave was. I think. No, it was down here. All right. Attempt 2. Except this time... Oh, I can't dismount while in the cave, apparently. I'm going to dismount, and I'm going to lead Boo. Okay, so I'm starting to see some things on the ground. Bunch of coins. There's a silver pike. Small right mitten, and I'm human, so I can't wear those. Some more coins. It's a rendition of the crude luxury, a masterfully designed image of a glumprong, and the image is the symbol of the wind of trusting, an elven civilization. And the item is an image of a well-designed image of 2 elves. Elves can have metal coins? Okay, so clunky Etten. It is an Etten. Chat, we found an Etten. A chubby Etten. Her straight hair is extremely long. She is broad and fat. She has a high, clear voice. Her somewhat long nose on her left head is hooked. Her Carillion eyes are slightly sunken. Her somewhat tall left head is somewhat broad. Her somewhat narrow ears have small lobes. Her nose bridge is slightly convex, and her eyebrows are slightly low. Her hair is amber, and her skin is pale chestnut. Well, they have right and left heads, right? Because Ettins have 2 heads. Ettins are a giant with 2 heads. Rip? Maybe? Possible. I think we can kill it. But one thing's for certain is I need to get out of the cave. I'm going to wait 50 seconds kind of auspiciously because we are in an ad break at this exact moment. We are a demigod human. And currently I have a artifact bismuth bronze battle axe. And my horse has killed like, I don't know, 30 bandits. They tend to bleed out if you stab their hearts. Weird! All right, well, I'm going to stop leading Boo. Well, I can hit it in the left upper arm. I'm just going to bump attack it because I don't know what's going to happen. You attack the Etten, but it jumps away. I'm going to jump to roughly where Boo is right now. I'm currently flying. I'm in flight. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to alter actions. I land. And I don't alter actions and I land. I'm just trying to get out of this hole, basically. I'm going to sprint. Chubby Etten punches you in the left lower leg, bruising the muscle through the bronze high boot. Okay, so I jump, do not alter actions, do not alter actions, do not alter actions. And I am now out of its lair and out in the open. My horse is still running away. All right. This is version 47 modem, so was last updated in 2020, I think. Let's see if I can fight Netton. You missed the Chubby Etten? The Chubby Etten grabs you. Okay, so I'm currently being grabbed. Chubby Etten locks your elbow. It's wrestling with me. Chubby Etten bends your lower arm, and the elbow collapses. Uh-oh. I am deceased. Rest in peace. The irony is that the horse survived. Yeah, no, that went real fast. It literally just grabbed my elbow and just like, here, let's roll through the combat log. It popped my elbow into an unrecognizable mass. The Etten's lower arm, the Etten's right lower arm with your upper left back tooth. The Chubby Etten grabs you by the fourth toe, by the left foot with her right hand. The Chubby Etten releases the grip of the Chubby Etten's right hand on your fourth toe with your left foot. And then the Chubby Etten just continues like beating the ever-living shit out of me. Yeah, it stunned me and it just like stun-locked me to death, basically. Chubby Etten punches you in the upper body with her left hand and the injured part collapses. An artery has been opened by the attack. You were struck down. Yep, Big Craig TV. I figured if the horse would turn around and like assist, or if I was able to get around the first... Getting a, text message about apartment things. I have to get my bathtub resealed, which would take 90 seconds, but I'm not allowed to do it, so a repair dude has to do it. So that might end up happening today. Yeah, we have to check Boo's legend, see where Boo ended up. I want to show you guys something else first, though. So, finish game. Unfortunately, my human is dead. Garment Pantsquest has been deceased. But I want to show you something. Because we discovered that location. I'm pretty sure I could just embark a fortress on it. I will absolutely check what Boo's doing in Legends. But I'm going to do something else first. Should have sent Boo. Boo ran away. Maybe Boo had more sense than the human. Boo's going to go find a new master, I think. So I could start playing, and that was in, I want to say Region 6. I'll know pretty soon once I see the embark screen. Boo was the smart one. Boo was in charge of, yeah, this is the right one. So as you can see, it started on the on the day that we were on, which is the 26th. So it's moved time forward a little bit. So don't mind this, but you'll just have to believe me here. See this? This site right here, which I can embark on. This site is has Uza Luer. That was where we killed all those bandits. I could embark onto the site where I killed all those bandits. So now, because I discovered that location in adventure mode, that location is now available to me to embark on in fortress mode. Okay? That's the first thing I wanted to say. I wanted to show you. Second thing I wanted to show you is we traveled starting around here. We traveled up and down. Was it this way that we traveled? Hold on. Let me figure out where we started. And we started pretty far up here somewhere. But yeah, that was one of the sites that I discovered. I'm trying to spot where we died. Ah, there it is. This is where we died. So we actually walked kind of like along the beach, along the bottom of this very haunted area here. through where these elves are. This was the very large elven site that we found where we stole the axe. And then we headed all the way down this way, and we were still heading south, and this is where we'd ended up. This is where we died, right here. So I could actually just embark here and just hit play now. Anyway, don't worry about that. We're idlesmiths. So this is a brand new embark right here, right? There is probably an Etten on this map. Unless I've embarked in the wrong spot. Which I may have. This actually might be the spot where I killed those bandits. No, that should be right. Let me just zoom out. Colony of honeybees. But anyway, all the stuff that's on the... Yeah, no, this is that bandit camp. I was wrong. I embarked on the wrong spot. But all of this stuff right here... Oh, I know what I was looking at. So this is the bandit camp. This is where I killed all those bandits. So if I just like Alt F4 and crash the game... I could theoretically settle where we died. Because there's no way to quit without saving in this version. No. Or close it. Desktop. DF47. Relaunch the game. Second. We'll think about it. There it is. Game's now relaunched. I could click, or not continue playing. Start playing. Region 6. Or Fortress. Oh. Game's crashing for some reason. I think I know what happened. I know, or rather, I know how to fix it. It's weird that that's happening, though. But, yeah. No, now those locations are all available to us on the overworld. Meaning, I could raid them from Fortress mode. I can attack them in Fortress mode. I can no, it's said that it was unable to load an item, so I'm just updating the saves. That's all I'm doing. It was incapable of loading a procedural divine item, which usually simply means that it's trying to load things that it doesn't know, which it should load now. There it is. Tile sets look cursed sometimes. There it is. So, yeah, now all of those areas are now settleable, basically. Oh, I know what this was. This was that area that I asked for directions for. That's what that was. Okay, so this was the first place that we discovered. This area down here, this was where we killed all the bandits, which is where I just settled. And then we traveled all the way down here, and this was the lair that we discovered that had the Etten in it. So I could embark here. I could just plop and embark down here. I was trying to get down to this area. This is where this was my goal, was to get down here. Yeah, so now we know on the overworld where that lair is, right? So right now in Fortress, or in Dwarf Fortress, the only way that you can do that and discover these sites is by using DF hack to make them visible, or by setting them to automatically be visible in Advanced World Gen. But now it's like you'll be able to just find them. Or just you happen upon them, which doesn't really happen. But like, you could go out of your way to locate a dragon in adventure mode. Basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to give people ideas of things that you can do in adventure mode, because it is a weirdly difficult thing to explain. But like, you could just go around asking about a dragon, find the location of a dragon, and then settle like one tile over so it's inevitable that it will attack you, right? Things like that. You know, you could build an entire fortress around a dragon instead of just like settling somewhere and hoping a dragon shows up, you know? I'm just going to do a real quick embark here. Oh yeah, you can in DF50 embark on an army on the march, but it's really rare. Oh yeah, no, that would be difficult. What would happen if you embarked on an army on the march? Would they just sit there, or would they leave the map? So just let me just get rid of this old UI. Zoom out a bunch. I'm pretty sure that's my clothes. Yeah, here's the lair. And oh my god. So there isn't one, there isn't two. It's a family of Ettins. There's 3 of them. They're current residents, so I don't think they would be hostile. We can also see the things they've killed. There's many skeletons, many boots, many other things. So let's see if I can find Garment Pantsquest skeleton. I mean, there's my sock, I'm pretty sure. So I'm assuming... Oh, actually, is this it? This might be it. There it is. That's my skeleton. No, I wouldn't have won. I would not have won that. But yeah, that's my skeleton. That's Garment Pantsquest skeleton. That's my adventurer's skeleton. And also, no, the horse isn't here. So I'm going to abandon this fortress to ruin, because these dwarves made a terrible mistake. I'm just gonna move time forward a little bit. We're about to find out, Shaku. The dwarves they were just passing through. So I could potentially find Boo with a different adventurer. I have no idea if I could, like, convince Boo to join me, though. But theoretically, I could try and do something like that. Start playing Region 6 Legends. Why is there... Oh, dang it. Did it again. I hate using tile sets, chat room. So much easier to just play in ASCII. You know, it's funny. The more I play this version of Dwarf Fortress with a graphical tile set, I'm like, yes, now I remember why I always refused to do this when people were like, hey, why don't you use a tile set? Back in the day. Oopsies. Boo is a strong, independent pony who don't need no human. That's for sure. They were Uber dwarfs, not Uber Eats. Historical figures. Boo. Boo horse legend, the kobold. Cardinal, not kobold. Boo the Cardinal was a horse born in 245. He was unknown parentage. Struck down a goblin Zikab, struck down the goblin Ralid, struck down Strusslot Hayblockade, who bled to death, struck down a human named Eddie, struck down a human Obeng, struck down the human Nagiz, struck down Inspuz, struck down the goblin Atu, struck down the goblin Esterer, mortally wounded the goblin Dostin Gosp, and Boo struck down the goblin Ebby. Boo mortally wounded the goblin Zolak, who bled to death. Boo mortally wounded the goblin Dostin Gosp, who bled to death. Boo mortally wounded the goblin Thol, who was bled to death in Cutroar. And Garment Pantsquest is technically still the owner. Related entities, the Petal of Quakes. Rumored killer. It was rumored that it killed the peddle of Quakes. And apparently is a rumored protector of the week. 14 notable kills and 5 other kills. There you go. So still alive. Current whereabouts unknown. As for Garment Pantsquest, literally got no kills. Was struck down by the Eton Strathab Singloot, the pregnant saffron of fame, in Taken Smiles. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm being remembered as like a thief, basically. Because the Crater of Execution was stolen from Cyclone Vale, which was that battle axe that we stole from the elves. Also, I named the place, which was the place that I settled on initially accidentally. I named that place and claimed it as mine after killing all of the Boo and their petty thief human owner. Yeah, Boo's horse killed a group of bandits and then or Boo the horse killed a group of bandits and then Garment claimed that location as their own, and then they traveled south, stole a battle axe, and bragged a bunch about their horse's deeds, and then died to an Eton in a fit of self-confidence. But yeah, not a bad little spat of adventure mode, chat room. You guys enjoy that? We have fun? I think it's time for us to try and finish up Creature Keepers. Unless there is overwhelming disagreement. Who is the narrator, DF, or how is the knowledge determined? Can you try and reword that question? Like, when you say narrator, do you mean, like, who is writing legends? It's based on, like, events that are notable enough that they are remembered by the outside world. Although some characters have terrible memory.